were like 20 points. You obviously were in this one all the way. Just what was your overall assessment of the team's effort and just the game overall?
I thought we had 3 great practices leading up to tonight's game. I thought it was the most connected our team has been all season. That's one of the best teams we've played for sure. I think they're extremely well coached. They know their roles. We changed a lot of things over the last, 3 days, however many hours that is. We tried to really control tempo. Tried to really run some of our sets that we ran at Nevada that we hadn't run much here, just to control tempo. But the turnovers, we need better point guard play straight up. I thought our bigs were phenomenal. Thought that was the best game that Kai Mitchell has played for us since he's been here. I thought Graham and Lawson battled and did all they could do against a super talented front line. And we're shorthanded, but I thought the effort again, have not been happy with the effort over the course of the last couple of weeks. Tonight, I got to go in that locker room and tell them we got to get ready for Missouri, and I can't fault their effort. We're not a good offensive team. All you got to do is watch the game. We struggle at taking care of the ball. But because of effort and defense tonight, we were in the game. And there's been a lot of games we haven't had a lead at all. So I don't fault, the connectivity that the team had, and I do not fault their effort one bit tonight. I thought they played as hard as they could play. I thought the first half, it was flawless how they executed on both sides of the ball. Now, we might not have made shots, and then they, Mitchell hit some threes. I think he averages 1 3 a game, and he hit 3 tonight.
Yeah, I think you were there 53-52. Down one, and Kentucky goes on an 8-0 run, has some turnovers, they had some threes. What do you think happened in that stretch to allow them to pull away at the end?
We didn't take care of the ball. I don't know, Bob. I obviously haven't watched the film. There's a lot going on in the head coach's mind during the flow. So, do I remember that stretch? Yes. And, I thought we turned it over during that stretch and maybe one ill-advised shot. But the shot selection was much improved tonight from where it has been. We're way more organized. And I thought we controlled the pace of the game. All you got to do is, that's the #1 scoring team in the nation. And I haven't had an opportunity because I just got off the radio. I don't know what the lowest scoring night that they've had, but I'm assuming that's fairly close. And that's with them going on that 8-0 run and busting us for some threes really late in the game.
Much physicality has been a problem, especially in the paint this year. How did you feel about that? And did you have a sense coming in game planning that you guys might have an edge there?
Yeah, we tried to throw it inside more than we have, Kevin, for sure, based on, some of our sets that we ran tonight. And I thought we did it in the first half. I thought from a physicality standpoint tonight against a really good front line, I thought our bigs were great. I really did. I thought KB really, I thought Battle really, I thought his defense was by far the best defense that we've seen from him all year. There was timeouts that he wanted to guard Reeves. So the bigs and Battle's defense, super happy with.
You were talking about pace, but what did you think about Reed Shepherd when they started playing more through him, and that kind of seemed to spark them? Did you notice that having a role in their comeback?
Yeah, Reeves is, he look at his average. I think he averages 19 points in non-conference, and he averages 19 points in SEC play. And, he had 24, so he had 5 over his average. They run that floppy action for him coming off single doubles. I thought there were some screens that that we were chasing, and I'm not so sure they were all set. But it is what it is, and they did a great job screening. I mean, they got him open, and so credit to a great player and credit to a great team.
Played tonight. You feel like maybe the foul trouble in the first half kind of held you guys a little bit back from you being able to extend the lead and having to rest those guys?
Yeah, I mean, we, two of them had fouls. We went to the bench, and the bench didn't get us any rebounds when those two guys got foul trouble. I mean, you can look at the stats, and we got 0 rebounds. And those two guys were, Graham was scoring for us and commanding a double team, and that's where you miss Brazil. He's preseason all league player, and he's not playing tonight, and he's 6'11", and I mean, as a coach, as a leader of the program, like effort, enthusiasm, energy, connectivity, that's, our roster is what it is right now. And so all those things are what you want. And look, I know people are walking out of the building and we don't have a good SEC record, but I mean, if you walk out of the building and didn't think we played hard, then you're wrong, because we did play hard. Did we turn the ball over too much? Absolutely. Did one position really hurt us tonight? Absolutely. Having said that, we were close to 200 passes. I think Michael told me we were like 197. That's a lot better than 144, which is what it was last game. So I thought we shared the ball. I thought we executed. We out rebounded them, which has not been the case in a lot of our recent games. So I thought, I think we inched a little bit closer to where we want to get to. So it's on to Missouri.
What was the key to the improved defense today? And is this given the opponent maybe your best defensive performance of the season? And is it something you can build on?
Well, I hope so. I thought following the game plan tonight, I didn't think we had guys just going off and doing whatever they wanted defensively. Thought we were extremely disciplined. I thought there was 2 plays late in the second half where we got undisciplined and they hit 2 threes. But for sure, I'm going to assume it's our best defensive game of the year. I mean, we lost the game, but I think they started off like 1 of 14. And our bigs were challenging everything. We were running them off the 3-point line. So yeah, I mean, Hutch, it was a good defensive performance, and it was not a good offensive performance.
Taff, you mentioned you thought you played flawlessly, but did you feel like maybe you left some points out there in the first half that kind of came back to bite you between the early turnovers and? Yeah, I mean,
I've mentioned the turnovers ad nauseam already. And then we, all year long, finishing at the rim has been a problem. So when you get to this point of the season, I mean, if a team or a player struggles at the rim, it's probably going to be the same thing at Missouri. And then you just got to figure out your shortcomings, figure out what you do well, and then try to guide in those directions. If you're struggling at the rim, you should probably come to practice early and 2-foot jump stop and get a manager or a GA to hold the pad and finish through it. We do it during our extended time of practices. Again, I mean, we're a struggling offensive team, but we competed defensively tonight. Like I said, I thought we were connected and not discombobulated, and so that's a positive.
Clear up the situation surrounding Devo and just
I think did Mike give a release?
Just that he was.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Whatever Mike said. Thank you. Yep.
Okay. And then on the other side of I was just wondering if we saw Tremont go down with cramps late. I was wondering how much did fatigue kind of play a role there at the end?
Well, cramps can happen. If you play beach volleyball, you can get a cramp 5 seconds into the first 2 minutes of a match. So, I don't know if he was dehydrated. I don't know if it was fatigue. I'll probably go home and watch a game and somebody else will have cramps. So I've had a cramp too for the last 3 weeks.
Evo stepped away. Does that mean he's left the
I
team
think, I mean,
permanently?
I'm
Does
just
that mean
going to
he's left
stick
the
with,
team?
I'm just going to stick with Mike's thing. Thank you, Bob.
I mean, is the door open for him to come back?
I'm
or-
just going to stick with Mike's thing. I appreciate the job you got, and that's, that's what it is.
Okay. Tremont, I know he had kind of a rough shooting game, but he came back. I guess he probably didn't feel great off of migraine. What'd you think of his play and him getting back in the lineup?
I mean, he practiced with us, you know what I mean? Which was, which, I mean, he practiced the next time we hit the floor. And I think anytime you're, away from the practice floor, you can lose a little rhythm or whatever. But we tried to put, new sets in that could get him involved in different areas of the floor. And I thought Kentucky did a phenomenal job of shading an extra defender at him. I really did. I thought they made his looks really difficult tonight.
This is not where you want to be, obviously, but you do have 11 games left. There were some positives. Now you got 2 road games. Do you feel like if you can take this on the road and continue this, you can still finish well?
I mean, both games are going to be real. I mean, I watched Missouri today. They played great against South Carolina. They're going to be, they're going to be like hungry for the game on Wednesday. And our guys have to realize how hungry they will be. If you look at Missouri's games, a lot of close scores. Like you look at the 5-minute mark left in games of Missouri's SEC games. It's unbelievable how close they are and how hard they played. So, and then LSU's playing great. Just before this, I mean, they're tied with Alabama. I don't know what it'll end up, but both those teams, I think LSU's been one of the surprise teams, and obviously Missouri at their place is a place that'll probably have a great crowd.
A little bit better than those other 5 SEC losses?
I mean, look, we're in the business, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to word it, on certain nights of, like you win or you lose, and it's on display, and there's a scoreboard, and there's not many professions that players and coaches go through other than athletics, where there's everyone knows what goes on. And I don't know what some doctor did in surgery today, whether it was successful or not successful. And, in our sport, it's you win or you lose. We lost. I'm not happy. And I am proud of the effort. I will say that, but I'm a competitor. You know what I mean? I walked into the building, not trying to be close. I walked in here confident that we were going to win the game, and we didn't win the game. So
I got one more, if you don't mind indulging me. Your roster is what it is. What do you think are your options at point guard? What can you do there?
great question. We'll just keep searching. Like I said, I thought, we changed our style of play today, and I thought it really helped our defense. We changed some of our defensive schemes. I thought it really helped us. As the leader of the program, that, my job is to continue to tinker, and I don't have an answer right now for you, Bob, on that, or I would tell you. We put T-Mark there for a while, and then that makes it, difficult for him, and he's wired to score, and we had turnovers from other guys and fouls from other guys. We just gotta continue to search and find something.
TB, how close would you say it was tonight? And then is there a chance he
He was
play
not
next game?
close tonight. Yeah.
Is there a chance for maybe next game possibly, or?
I don't, and I don't mean to be a smart aleck when I say I'm not a doctor, but he did not do anything practice wise. I will tell you that. So when he comes back, I don't know. Knee soreness, so I doubt you're going to wake up, tomorrow's what, Sunday? I doubt you're going to wake up Sunday or Monday if you were unable to practice and unable to give it a try tonight. The good thing is our bigs did play, I thought those 3 guys played really well. So hopefully they can carry some confidence and momentum into the next game.
And was Minifield the coach's decision?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. Thanks, you guys.